today's video, we're actually going to go ahead and talk about creating the almighty offer, the irresistible offer, what people are actually going to buy. So, if we don't have this clear, people are not going to buy anything.
Let's start off with like the importance of creating a good offer, because like you said, creating a very great offer is obviously key here. Having an irresistible offer is so important because this will make all of the difference in the deciding factor for either, you know, your product or service. You know, having a compelling offer will be what initially like increases your sales or, you know, your bookings on your calendar, whatever it is. You know, this is like the last. Your offer is going to be what makes that customer or client either book with you or purchase whatever product it is that you have. So you have to make sure that it is literally the best offer that they see. It's irresistible, something that they just cannot afford to pass up on.
So guys, when it comes to creating an offer, we have to understand one thing, and one important thing. You do not sell how much time it takes you to do something. You do not sell. The offer is not, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this for you. That is not your offer. Your offer is the result, right? That's your offer. The result that you're going to go ahead and get for somebody. That's what people buy. People do not buy how much time it takes you, how you're going to go ahead and get that result, what you're going to do to get the result. People buy the result. And that's what you have to understand. That's super, super important to know and to understand. You have to understand that your client is at point A, right? It's at point A and they want to get a result. They want to get to point Z. Point Z. And there has to be a journey. There has to be a transformation to get there. Now, to go ahead and get there, you have to understand that there's a gap right here, right? There's a gap right here. There's a mountain 1. And then mountain 2, and there's a gap right here. They need help getting here. So what do you have to do? You have to become the bridge
that fills and closes that gap.
You have to become the bridge that helps them get there. Your program, your service is the bridge that helps them get from where they are now to where they want to be. And that's the bridge is what you sell. You sell this result, and the bridge is what you actually provide to help them get there. And this is super important to understand. Understand this concept, because this is going to make your life 10 times easier. Now, we're going to go ahead and go through a 4-step process on really kind of understanding and building out your offer, okay? So just stick with me. The first thing you have to understand is your identity. Your identity. Have you had a certain transformation? Have you had a certain transformation that you've gone through? Have your clients gotten a certain transformation that they gone through? Or maybe not even. Because I know some people are going to get stuck with, oh no, I haven't gone through this transformation myself, and I don't have any clients too that have gone through this transformation. But have other people that you know gone through this transformation? If they have, and you know the framework that they went through this transformation with, you can go ahead and create a service and a program around that. You don't have to go through it yourself. As long as maybe one of your mentors did it, or someone that you know did it, and they taught you that framework. Obviously now you're going to have to make sure that framework works for yourself and for other people before you go ahead and charge. So that's when the beta offer comes into place. But this is super important. You have to understand the transformation that somebody has gone through. Now, the second thing that you have to go ahead and understand is, what were the steps? What were the milestones that they had to do to go ahead and get to that transformation? We know for you guys to build an online business, you have to work on your mindset. You have to work on your foundations and your messaging. You have to work on your lead generation. You have to work on your sales, and then you can go ahead and scale. That is our method. That is literally point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, and building your own online business. That's all you have to go through. Now, you have to go through it yourself. What does it take for someone to lose 30 pounds if you're a fitness coach? Or what does it take for someone to get abs if you're a fitness and a muscle building coach? What transformation do they have to go through? What steps do they have to take in order to get to where they want to be? Right? So now you are identifying those key pillars that they must do, they must jump to go ahead and build their business, or to go ahead and build everything. So 2 is the pillars. Now, number 3, the step 3 of building your offers. Okay, what actions, what actions do they have to take within each pillar? So for example, this is pillar A, pillar B, pillar C, pillar D, pillar E, pillar Y, right? Within each of these action items, you have to take a certain action. You have to take a certain action to get here and to jump over this. So what are they? What are those things that you have to go through, that your ideal client has to go through for them to go ahead and actually achieve the result that you're promising? So you have to understand the action items that they must take to go ahead and achieve that result. So we know that the first thing that they have to work on is on their mindset, right? We have to work on your mindset. So in your mindset, you have to do this to understand that you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this to build it out. No, then you go ahead and go to point B, which is building out your messaging and your foundations. To build out your messaging and foundation, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Once you complete it, then you're complete. Then you talk about lead generation. To generate leads, you have to do this, and you see where I'm going with this.
So forth and so on.
And every single step, there's more steps within that step to achieve that big pillar step. And that's the key. Like, this is literally the key, and I'm gonna show you exactly why this is important. Well, this is actually 3. And number 4 is the timeline. How long does it take your ideal client to go ahead and get this result? So, as you see, let's say this is a 4 pillar thing to achieve a certain transformation. Which in 4 pillar, there's more action steps that you have to take. But what you could do is you could create an 8-week program. You can create an 8-week program that for 2 weeks, you talk about point A and how to go ahead and achieve that result. Then point B for another 2 weeks, then point C for another 2 weeks, and then point D for another 2 weeks. And then you just create an 8-week program that you have to ask yourself, how valuable is this transformation to my ideal client? If you say, oh, it's only $100, then it's not going to be worth their time. You have to make sure that this transformation for your ideal client is worth a lot of money. Like, we know that for us to help you build an online hot ticket business and help you guys quit your job and be able to build a freedom business online, that you're going to be making a lot of money. So it's going to be worth a lot of money for us to go ahead and help you guys do that. It's just a high ticket business. Now you can do the same thing for professional services. If you're providing a professional service, you have to understand what you have to do to go ahead and help your ideal client get this result, right? Now they don't have to go through a certain thing, but you have to understand, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this to go ahead and help them get that result. And that is where it's important. This is when you understand these 4 things: what transformation, what identity has people gone through, what you gone through yourself, what other people gone through, or what your clients have gone through, what pillars, what did I have to do to go ahead and achieve that result, or what did that person do to achieve that result, and what action items in those pillars did they have to make to achieve the certain next milestone, and how long it takes. Then you can go ahead and package all of these things up and make it your offer.
Now, I'm gonna just add something in real quick. Now, in the beginning of the video, when he was discussing this to you guys, so you guys are gonna be helping. This offer is gonna be obviously how you're going to get your ideal customer or your client from point A, which is their current situation, to where they wanna be, which is like their end result. The vehicle that's going to take them there and whatever you're going to be providing to them is your strategy and your method. I just wanted to just throw that in there. And this goes back to like the previous lesson when we were talking about how you're going to help them achieve the end result. That's going to be your strategy and your method. That's going to be that vehicle that's going to take your client from point A to point B. So
yes, so that's super important to understand as well. Now, like, for you to find out how valuable this is, you have to go to the marketplace and literally just ask, hey, how much would people pay for this? How much is this worth? Like, literally just talk to your clients. How much would that be worth to you guys? And then you're going to start seeing that if you do this correctly, it's going to be worth a lot of money for your ideal client. So I mean, I think this concludes this video. We don't want to make it too long.
And if you guys have any questions in regards to this lesson, because I feel like this lesson might be a little bit more tricky, like on the trickier side, since it's a lot more complex, be sure to go ahead and leave your questions or comments in regards to this lesson within our Facebook group so that, you know, we can go ahead and help you with this lesson or answer any other questions that you might have in regards. So, but yeah, that actually concludes this lesson. We will see you in the next one.